next property. First, what we gotta do is walk over. There's a corner over here. Basically over where the corner of that fence and that willow are. There's a pile of brush that I'm gonna grab and kind of bring over to this overgrown area, and then I'm gonna brush mow this whole overgrown area. And so I'm just gonna get rid of all this brush over here in this spot. So gonna walk over and grab it. To get everything, absolutely everything that I can. So while we're here at this property, what we're also going to do is, as you can see, these two guys are pruning. Well, you might not be able to see, but Tom and Eddie are pruning all the perennials, so that we don't have to do it come fall cleanup. And then there's a granite step. There's two granite steps and a granite landing that need to be fixed. So there's a landing. It's funny how it's set up. There's a landing with a step in front of it, out their front door, and then at the end of the driveway, where it then goes down to the walkway to the pool, there's a granite step that is sinking a lot. So the one that just kind of goes to the pool is going to be just basically tilted back and have some stuff just put underneath it, some stone or whatever. He's not super worried about it because he knows it's not the proper way to fix it, but that it'll just work for now. And then the front landing we'll have to pick up and see what's going on underneath and address from there. But we'll see. I'm not really sure what's going on. Just kind of throw this stuff a little further in. We'll go get the mower put on. Unfortunately, this mower we can't use with the tilt rotator. So I can leave the coupler on because we changed the coupler from what it originally was. But I have to kind of get it set up how I want, and then I have to unhook the hydraulics or the electronics so that I can use the hydraulics on the mower. So we're contemplating getting a flail mower, but they're pretty expensive. We don't do a ton of mowing with the excavator. A lot of our mowing is brush mowing is going to be with a skid steer, which even that we just rent. We rent one from a buddy local that has one. But this we bought because we had a super large brush mowing job that kind of paid for itself. It was kind of dumb not to buy it because it was obviously not free. I mean, you pay for everything, but it's come in handy. I mean, there's stuff that there's stuff you can't always get with a skid steer. We did a job a couple years ago that was a pretty steep hill with a ton of rocks, and this is obviously significantly easier because you're not as confined, because with a like this I can tilt away from me and still brush mow, but obviously with a skid steer mower it's a lot harder because you're not really getting a lot of cutting that way. But let me get the hydraulics hooked up on this thing. This thing also throws debris. I mean, this thing, I guess I should lower this. This thing will send debris 50, 100 feet, no problem. So the way it's designed is a little funky because realistically there should be chains on the sides to slow that stuff down. Because we've obviously everybody who's used a brush mower has broken the window in their excavator, and Travis did do that. Ugh. Man. These are gonna be tight. Trying to get what I can for pressure out. Whoa. In the past we've had to crack these, which I might have to do. See if I can get the other side on. There we go. Oh man. Whew. This thing really is tough. Unhook. I thought we had a cap that would go on that way as I hooked, but maybe not. So you unhook the hydraulic or the electronics for this. You just got to recycle the key, and then this controller will tell you that it's disconnected, and then it activates your auxiliary, which I don't remember, to be honest, exactly which one it is. So there we go. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna take my vest off because it's really hot. It was super chilly this morning. It was like 45 degrees. And now it's like already almost 60. Let's go. There is a rock. I know we used to actually mow this because he wanted to try and get it back to formal lawn, which was just going to be tough. So I know for a fact there is a rock in here somewhere that I'm going to try and find, not with the blades, but we'll see. There it is. Found it. So the nice thing about this mower is you can go either way. You can cut to the right or to the left, which is cool. But let's just get this thing cut. So I know you guys don't want to hear me. Okay, guys, done mowing this property. The camera kind of fell down, so I know you guys aren't going to see all of it, but more or less from the telephone pole just kind of back. I went a little bit further. Just he owns most of this, but I just went a little further. That really, like, this track mark is probably as far as I should have gone, but not a big deal. But Travis showed up. They finished pruning while I was doing this, and then they fixed those steps real fast. There wasn't much to do with them. The owner came out and just kind of stuffing stuff under that one against the house, the front steps, and then the one by the driveway. It's like right there. That's basically what we're gonna do anyway. So we just propped it up with some pry bars and then put some stone under it, and it's good enough for now. So yeah, I mean, all in all, it was like 3.5 hours ish that we were here. So I'm gonna go get some lunch now because I'm starving. This is the first water I've had today too, so I'm thirsty. And then we are going to go brush mow one more property. It's pretty easy. There's one section that's kind of a pain because it's around their propane tank on the back hill, but we'll get it done. It won't be too difficult. So yeah, I'm gonna load the machine up and go get lunch, and then go to this next place and get it mowed. So let's continue. All right, guys, we're at property number 2. So basically what we're doing is kind of from like these bushes right here that way, all the way to the wood line in the back, up around all those pines, and then behind the building there's something new too around their propane tank. So let's get started. Well, guys, I didn't get everything on camera, but I'm basically done with the machine, so I can't quite get up there or over there. With the machine, there's a little bit left over there. So that stuff will have to be done by hand, which will probably be tomorrow. It's already 4:15. So around those pine trees, we can hit with the hedge trimmers, but this whole thing is done. 80% of this is done, and then I did kind of from that birch tree over to the wall, because come plowing, basically we plow down this road, and then like all of this usually ends up that way, and then basically up this little area it gets back dragged and pushed over, so that can all get kind of dealt with. So I'm gonna load the machine up, I'm gonna bring the machine back. Hopefully one of the Hurricanes is there, and I'll drive the Hurricane back over, because we're literally right around the corner from the shop. You can not quite see the shop. Basically that building through the woods, it's literally that building, and then behind that building is our building. So we're right next door, basically. So load the machine, go get Hurricane, get this whole parking lot blown off and everything, and then that way tomorrow or whenever this week we can get the rest of this cut down with some trimmers. So let's go clean.